the present chaos of Washington, D.C. faded as President Digby Bud Taraxia's thoughts drifted back to his adolescence. He remembered the sprawling estate in Austin, Texas, where he had spent his formative years. The estate, with its stately columns and manicured gardens, was a fortress of privilege and power. It was here, amid the trappings of wealth, that Bud's vision of his future began to take shape. The Taraxia family was synonymous with influence and affluence. Digby Taraxia Sr., Bud's father, had amassed a considerable fortune in the controversial AI sex and pornography industry. His empire was built on the cutting edge of technology and the fringes of morality, and it brought with it not just wealth, but notoriety. Despite the whispers and judgments from polite society, Digby Sr.'s success was undeniable, and it opened doors that few others could pass through. Bud's upbringing was steeped in the understanding that power and money could shape the world. From a young age, he was exposed to high-level political and business dealings, often sitting quietly in his father's study as influential figures came and went. The lessons were implicit. Control, dominance, and the relentless pursuit of one's goals were paramount. This environment instilled in Bud a belief in the inevitability of his own ascendancy. Living in luxury, Bud grew accustomed to the privileges that his family's wealth afforded him. Exclusive private schools, vacations to exotic locations, and interactions with the elite shaped his worldview. He learned early on that influence could be wielded like a weapon, and that the world respected power and wealth. Several key experiences and relationships during Bud's adolescence forged his character and aspirations. One of the most significant was his relationship with his father. Digby Sr. was a demanding figure, a man who expected nothing less than excellence from his son. Their interactions were often more like those between a mentor and protege than between a father and son. Bud admired his father's strategic mind and unwavering determination, but he also felt the pressure to live up to his legacy. Another pivotal influence was Bud's experience at the exclusive boarding school he attended. There, he honed his skills in debate and leadership, often taking charge of school projects and organizations. It was during these years that his authoritarian tendencies began to surface. Bud learned that the most efficient way to achieve his goals was through control and manipulation, and he didn't hesitate to use these tactics to his advantage. A defining moment came when Bud decided to run for student body president. His campaign was a masterclass in strategic maneuvering, leveraging his family's influence and resources to secure a decisive victory. This experience solidified his belief in his ability to lead and his destiny to hold power. During these years, Bud also formed a close-knit group of friends who shared his ambitions and worldview. Among them was Ethan Crawford, a brilliant yet ruthless young man who would later become Bud's chief advisor. Their friendship was built on mutual respect and a shared understanding of the mechanics of power. Together, they envisioned a future where they would rise to the pinnacle of American politics. Back in the present, as the Capitol burned and the nation teetered on the edge, those early lessons in ambition and authority echoed in President Taraxia's mind. The path that had brought him to the presidency was paved with the principles he had learned in his youth, and now, more than ever, he would need to draw on that foundation to steer the country through its darkest hour.